Coming to the stage here, another one of our best of the damn fest. You can see him on Amazon Prime Special, but he's here right now. How about a round of applause for Peter Liu, everybody? Peter.
Oh yeah, flappers, make some noise. All right, you guys are a fucking great crowd. I am happy to be here. I came in from Boston today, guys. I came in from Boston. That's right. Thank you. Yep, I'm from Boston. I know it's hard to tell because, I don't talk with a speech impediment. But that goes off much better here than back at home. But yeah, I live in Boston now, but originally I was actually born in China, guys. I was born, pristine, pollution-free, and politically non-corrupt China. I have to say that they're listening. Yeah, I was born in China, but then when I was 8, I ended up moving to Australia because, my parents wanted to experience racism. And then when we found it too mild, we came here. Thank you. Yeah, from Australia, we actually ended up moving to New Zealand, and then from New Zealand to here. And when people find out that I moved around a lot as a kid, they're usually like, military family. No, indecisive. Close second. But yeah, every time I travel, the TSA, they always think I'm in the military. I don't know what it is. I guess I just give off that vibe, right? I don't know if it's my haircut, my demeanor, or my affinity for Asian prostitutes. Two tours in Thailand. No PTSD, just a couple STDs, These are just jokes, guys. But yeah, I've been learning Spanish, guys. I've been learning Spanish because, I want... Hola, ¿cómo estás? Dímelo, mami. I've been learning Spanish because, Oh, man, I wish they gave me more than 5 minutes. But yeah, I've been learning Spanish because, I want racists to be confused when I speak. It's like, what kind of minority are you? North Mexican. West of Guadalajara, east of Beijing. That's where I'm from. We'll meet up after the show. I have 5 minutes afterwards as well. Holy shit, that's what I get the applause for. That's awesome. You guys are fucking awesome. You guys are a great crowd. But yeah, I've been learning Spanish on Duolingo, right? For 200 days. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like, I got this. I go to Mexico. I find out my Spanish is not as good as I thought it was. When I had to progressively change my answer to the question, do you speak Spanish? Throughout the trip. Right? At first, when they asked, ¿hablas español? I'm like, sí, un poco. And then halfway throughout the trip, I had to change it to un poquito. And then by the very end of the trip, I'm just like, no hablo American. Because I realized that what Mexicans think is an un poco amount of Spanish isn't so goddamn un poco. Right? I would say I speak a little bit of Spanish, and they would go on a 10-sentence tirade like Pitbull at a reggaeton concert. I'm like, hey, Mr. Worldwide, I have no idea what you just said. When I say a little bit of Spanish, I mean I know numbers, colors, some fruits, the chorus to Despacito, and I have the ability to ask questions and not understand the answers. That's where I'm at. Yeah, I realized on that trip that Duolingo doesn't teach you any conversational Spanish or useful vocabulary. My friend came up to me and was like, 200 days on Duolingo. What palabras have you learned? I'm like, what's a palabras? And he's like, words. I'm like, oh. They don't cover that in the first 200 days? We've been really focused on apples, what color they are, and how many has Juan eaten? Tres. Juan ate tres manzanas rojas. Thank you. Those are the red apples. Yeah. I realize it doesn't teach you conversational Spanish, but also it doesn't teach you any slang, right? Like the word that I learned for jacket in Spanish is chaqueta, right? Chaqueta. And then, okay, yeah, you know. And then you go to Mexico, right? And you find out that that's slang for to jerk off. I'm like, oh. So I've just been going to all these coat checks asking for hand jobs. That's what I've been doing. No. Luckily, you know, Miguel only charged me 100 pesos. His hands were very soft. All right, you guys have been great. My name is Peter Lu. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Keep it going with a very multilingual Peter Lu. Peter.